Greetings, Goddess Body Mind Spirit community. This is Tirra Omilade, your Goddess Guru, your sister friend. And you know I love helping women align with their life purpose using the power of ancient wisdom and the goddess-centered lifestyle. Sisters, it's time for us to walk in our truth, to walk in our power, to reclaim our feminine essence, and to live life on our own terms. Let's do this morning circle today. What's up, goddesses? Look, I was doing stuff at the last minute, so I got to switch out my earrings, put on the earrings Ocean Kimmy sent me. Let me pull the microphone a little bit closer. I like to have my little dangly earrings on. All right. I'm very Venusian, even though I'm plain and simple. I got my little Taurus energy happening. All right. Got to look right and got to look tight. All right. How's everybody doing out there? It's a great day. If you are alive and watching this video, no matter what you're going through, babe, you sitting on top of the world. I want you to embrace that about yourself. It's not always easy being in this space-time continuum. It can be hard on a sister, right? But you decided, I'm going ahead and wake up and give it a good old college try again. Look at you, goddess. We're going to celebrate. Let's do this. Celebrate. All right, queens. All right, let me sit down, like the old folks say. Yet again, I was reminded by an elder, two elders last night. I am not old, so like I said, like the old folks say, Goddess G Hive session is now activated. I just wanted to use my little chime. How y'all doing out there? Let's see who is here this morning. Y'all remember the romper room lady? She didn't call our names, half of us, because, yeah, we know what kind of names we got. But so let's just make this like the romper room woman. All right, I'm calling your name. Mystic Storm Morgan, how are you? Peace. Yes. What's up, G Hive? Keita May, I see you. Welcome. Wealth Rising, G Hive. And we have Bliss. Greetings. Okay, let's see here. Got off work about 45 minutes ago. We're going to lull you to sleep. All right, Bliss? I heard that, sweetie. Buenos dias. How are you, Paulette? How are you, La Reina de Puerto Rico? Alafia Catherine, how are you, goddess? Good morning, Jasmine. Good morning. How are you? Larissa in the house. What's up, Larissa? How you doing? Jaimin, glorious rising G Hive. How are you? Oh, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you. Yeah, walking in this newfoundness that I still don't understand, this phase of life yet. I'm not there, but I'm walking in it. I'm just here. I'm going to be with it. Thank you, Morgan. Hey, Ocean Kimmy, how are you? Good, Morgan. That's right. That's how we doing. We dancing in the cubicle, setting up that boundary, that border, baby. Only good energy can come to Morgan right now. Okay. Hi, glad y'all are here. Glad y'all are here. Ocean Kimmy in the house. How are you, Queen? Y'all see I have on her jewelry. Ocean Kimmy makes beautiful jewelry. Yeah, I have on so much of her jewelry. I have on so much of her jewelry. So yes, plugging her. Eileen Sophia is the name of her line. Hello, Natasha. Hola, ¿cómo estás? Y'all see, I woke up a little spicy today. All right, I woke up a little bit spicy. All right. Oh, hey Shannon, how are you? Lorena. Also, well, no, she lived in Puerto Rico. Chile, maybe. I think she's got Chilean lineage. Okay. Yes, yes, yes. Hey, y'all, let's everyone type in to the hashtag replay queens. Give the hashtag replay queens some love. The hashtag replay queens be showing up, but see, y'all don't always see them, but I see them. So drop a little love into the chat for the hashtag replay queens. That's what they call themselves. Hashtag replay queen or just replay queen. All right. Giving it up. Giving it up. Let's see here. Where did I stop? All right. Let me see here. Yes. Love, love, love the hashtag replay queens. Puerto Rico. We all love Puerto Rico. Natasha, I ain't forgot. We're going to get there. Still learning. How are you, Queen? Welcome, welcome. Let's see here. Folks asking for the link. Let's see here. Yes, Chile. Okay. All right. Thank you all so much for joining me. So let me just go on ahead and start out with just a couple of announcements. So when you look into the description box, yeah, let me just put it on pause, right real quick. Okay. Let me just put it on pause. I had to tell y'all something. Wait a minute. My browser has blocked my screen. Click your screen icon in the address bar. Then reload the page. Okay. Hold on one second. Let me see something because this is going to be. What are we doing here? Entire screen, window, microphone. Okay, I'm gonna see if that fixes something I just kind of messed up. Remove. Okay. Stop sharing. Otherwise, I'll just have to share it differently. I did something like when. Okay, I think it'll work. Okay. Oh, I just did the same thing. Anywho, I'm telling y'all, Chat GPT is gonna change your life. Chat GPT. I know that at time. First of all, okay, yeah, I have accepted that I have a brain that is sort of like ADHD. So y'all will have to catch me catching myself. Okay. Chat GPT is changing my life. I'm gonna tell y'all a little bit more as I learn more, but I'm gonna tell you those who are in business, if you're doing your own writing of some sort, and you're wanting to share it and you want to improve your own writing. I'm not, because I know it's so controversial, but let me tell you something. I'm dropping my writing. If y'all look at the name that I put on the video today, I just dropped it in I had create the same one that I use all the time. I dropped it in the Chat GPT and I was like, give me some feedback, Chat GPT, on how to make this better. GPT makes everything I write better. It is taking my ideas and making them so much more creative. So let me go on ahead and I'm going to have to share a window. Okay. So I want to show this to you all. It's in the description box for the summer bundle. Okay. Best summer ever bundle. And, when I was thinking about how to explain why I think this is so important for everybody, it's because we're getting ready to go under Venus retrograde. And Venus retrograde is going to give us time to be focusing on ourselves. That's what Venus is about. She's about, being your best self, being beautiful, taking care of yourself, taking care of your appearance. She's about manifestation. She's about money. Like, we can get so much done with Venus. And instead of spending this summer, go, 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 this is the summer for us to take some time to pour into ourselves. Come on now. She retrograding in Leo. All right. If you're not supposed to be focusing on yourself with Venus and Leo, I don't know what you're supposed to do. All right. Yes, I do. That's what you're supposed to. That's what you're supposed to do. So I was like, man, this best summer ever bundle that I'm a part of is so perfect if you want to do some stuff that's just focused on you. And so it's a group that I'm a part of. It's a coaching program that I'm a part of. The coach is so like fire. She was like, I tell y'all what, I'm just gonna put all of us in a bundle. Who wants to participate in this? And I was like, girl, put me in there. So it's a lot in there. You go into the description box, you'll see the link to sign up. Now I'm gonna go show y'all my stuff. Okay. I'm down here under lifestyle, spiritual, and health. And you can see right here, practical astrology for modern women working with the retrograde. Even gonna help you to understand the Venus retrograde better. If you're in the YouTube channel, I've uploaded 2 videos. I uploaded Jupiter in Taurus. All right. And then through the signs. What does it mean? Through the signs. And then I uploaded Venus retrograde, what it means through the sign. It's even a guide there. So you get that. Anyone can get this working with the retrogrades course. It's something that I want to share because let me tell y'all, so many times people are signing contracts during retrogrades. They're starting relationships during retrogrades. And I'm just like, please don't do it. But I'm a diviner, baby. I go where people ask me to come. I'm not here to be intruding in people's lives. I believe in free will. But you can go and just see all the courses, lifestyle, spiritual. A lot of people are talking about like working with the earth too, personal finance, mindset, career, personal development. Again, so aligned with Venus retrograde, hobbies and crafts, home and family, and then of course, business. All at no charge. But you only have until the 8th, June 8th to sign up. Last thing, is that the last thing? Yeah. The other thing I want to show y'all is the retreat that's coming up for the Gemini moon. I am telling y'all, this is going to be an amazing retreat because it's more about like deepening presence. Mercury is the mind. And so it's going to be more of like this mindfulness energy that y'all like on today. But we're just going to take it a little bit deeper and you're going to leave feeling like literally you have been refreshed and you've been to the beach. So that link is there. It's on June 15th. So I hope that y'all join me as usual. Just I have limited space available, 10 spots. Yes. Okay. Let me find out where I ended. So yes, to all the hashtag replay queens, I just want you to see your sisters are sending you lots and lots of love. If you have a candle, I want to bring in I'm going to light a candle for all of us. Where are my matches? Just bring in the fire element. We want to call in the energies of the north, the south, the east, and the west to be here with us, to sit in circle with us. And surround us, guide us, help us to get whatever it is that we need to get from today. Also, always, always, always calling in our ancestral energy, especially the ancestral mothers of light, to be here with us, lead, guide, and direct us. Let's see here. What else do I want to tell y'all? Yeah. Yes. Okay. Santiago. Before you learn, that is so cool. That is so cool. Oh yes. What are you drinking this morning? I have water. Mm-hmm. Yes, it is. Chat GPT. It makes everything so much better. Well, you're having your Venus return. I hope that it is everything, Ocean Kimmy. Hello, Shakira. Welcome, welcome. Also, welcome to all of the YouTube members. I can see there's a little thing there that indicates you're a YouTube member. So, welcome to you all. Thank you for being here. So, I'll tell y'all what, let's just go on ahead and go into our gratitude practice. We're still under the energy of this full moon in Sagittarius. I would love to know, how has this been for you? Um, I think that this has been a profound moon. I did not think this moon was going to be easy. A full moon is typically actually is beautiful, and it's beautiful because, man, it needs all the beauty it can get for all the stuff it's going to conjure up for us. But sometimes it is like this really healing type of moon energy. But right now, this particular moon, oh my gosh, I felt like it was just going to be a reality check type of moon. But it's like you get the reality check. Why? Not because you're a bad person, but because the universe is like calling you, your soul, your purpose, which is Sagittarius, wants you to be aligned. And so that's what the reality check is about. And, Sagittarius helps you to see the big picture. It helps you to be able to see things in a way that you're like, okay, I have perspective. And it causes you to live your life in a different way when you can have that perspective. I say what Wayne Dyer used to say, you know, if you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. That's the beauty of having this human experience, is that we do have the ability to look at things differently. And literally, it is the change in perception that can, in an instance, totally change. Do you feel wounded or do you feel healed? All right. We'll change the perception, and will you launch your product or won't you? When you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. And so we want to have spiritual practices in place where we are constantly giving ourselves an opportunity to shift the way that we look at things. We are always needing to ask ourselves, can I look at this from more than just one perspective? Baby, let me tell y'all, with these eclipses headed into Aries and Libra, we all are going to be needing to weigh things, to look at things from a different perspective. Okay. So that's what I want us to be thinking about. And another way to really look at something in a new way is to have gratitude. And this is why having a gratitude practice day in and day out is so important, because we have negativity bias. Our mind is designed to have negativity bias in order for us, our ancient ancestors, when they were living out in the elements and, living off the earth, they had to pay attention. There was no four walls around them to keep things out that potentially could hurt them, like, animals that were hunting. And so the brain, the universe is just so wise in creating this brain that can sense when something is dangerous. And so we have so much of what our ancient ancestors had. And so we have to recognize, yes, I have this propensity to think negatively. Baby, don't throw trauma in there, because you, even those of us who've experienced trauma, even more on heightened alert. What's wrong? I got to make sure I protect myself from it. So it is important for us to apply a salve, a remedy, an elixir, to have a lifestyle that involves working the gratitude muscle. Because the gratitude muscle will be like, hold up, let's count our blessings. What can I be grateful for? What can I be thankful for? Oh, I can breathe. I can walk. My mind, I woke up with my mind in my right mind. I woke up in my right mind. I can think. No matter what problem I face today, my mind can potentially bring me a solution or help me to see the solution that is there. Let's not even count, I got clean water. We may think our water is so horrible, but baby, when we go other places where they don't have a water system like us, oh, giving thanks. But I tell you what, if I lived off a well, giving thanks. All right. Oh, I can hear the birds are singing. Mother Earth continues to do what she does in spite of humanity, which is acting like, oh, I can just treat her any other kind of way and she gonna do what I want. She like, you know what? Y'all can treat me wrong if you want to, but I'm gonna be who I am, which is rich and abundant. I'm gonna have my 4 seasons, baby. You know what I mean? We got each other. Think about the people in your life. Even if you feel like I don't have that many people in my life, if you got yourself, that's a start. Okay, because you always rolling with you. Like I'm my chief roll dog. I'm my chief roll dog. You your chief roll dog. We got to look at it like that. But I'm sure all of us got at least one other person. Even if it's just the person I go to the grocery store and they see me regular and they like, "Hey girl, how you doing? Good to see you as usual." Right? Somebody we can give thanks for. Somebody let us move over when we were like, oh my gosh, I got to make this turn. And they just typically no one lets anybody in, but they let me in today. Giving thanks. Yeah, jobs may not be the most fun thing, but we live in a system where this is how we make money to buy stuff. Giving thanks for the ability to create some cash to live, even if it's not the thing that I want to do right now. Giving thanks, baby, because I have been there with seeing people was like, I don't know why I can't find a job right now. Right. Um, so much we can be thankful for. And when we start giving thanks and expressing this gratitude, all of a sudden it's just like this energy just starts flowing through us. And it feels so healing. And it's like everything is okay. This is Sagittarius. This is what Sagittarius full moon was like. I want to come through and help remind you of this. Okay. So let me go see what y'all saying because I'm seeing some great comments. I'm drinking rice milk with cinnamon to dine. That sounds so good. Oh, look at this. I've had a major trauma release involving my womb. I'm still feeling it. Very emotional. Sending you a hug. Let me tell you, getting that womb cleaned and cleared, it is painful. Oh my gosh. Let me not say it's painful. It can be painful. But once we get to the other side, woo-wee, man, there's nothing like it. So I honor your womb and I honor your work and your process, Paulette. I'm very proud of you. Hey, Felicia. Welcome, Queen. Look at this. We align, Jasmine. We are aligned. Oh, let's congratulate Ocean Kimmy. Ordination ceremony is Saturday. Look at this. This is such a great Venus return experience. I'm excited for you. That's been long in coming, Ocean Kimmy. I'm really excited. Yes, we have to change our perspective. It changes the external. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Okay, we are aligned, Jasmine. That's what we're going to say. We are aligned. We're that close to each other. Yeah, I think about it all the time. And then I just remember there was this lady who introduced me to this organization that helps set up wells in different parts of Africa. Is it wells? Yeah, I think it's wells. But it's helping people in different parts of Africa who's, like maybe they live out. And so there's just not the infrastructure for water. And it's difficult for them to get water. And so, they go through and help them set up this water supply or access to it. And I'm like, wow. This is why people, as crappy as we think it is to live here, it is things like infrastructure that's better than theirs. As crappy as we think our infrastructure is, and we do have problems being the most opulent nation in the world, our whole world economy can make everything come and crash down. And yet, you know, we haven't upgraded our infrastructure. But make no mistake about it, it's a lot of people that know what it's like to have something different. And so, yeah, I don't complain about the water supply. I just get my little filter and I just give thanks. I can turn the water on, take my shower, and I don't have to worry about catching like getting some type of, what do you call that? Like a worm or something like that inside of me. Ah. Oh, hi, Quinn. Hello, Queen. I'm so glad you're here. Yes, Morgan. An attitude of gratitude. Yes, you and me both. I still work at the nonprofit. I'm giving thanks for it. Oh, yes. Yes, yes, yes. So yeah, we're going to Paula's here. Did I miss Paula? Where did I miss Paula? Hold on, maybe. But yeah, we're gonna go on ahead and do a mindfulness practice that is related to, oh, maybe y'all saying Paulette. Because I don't see a Paula. If there's a Paula here, hello, Paula. I kind of, the sisters kind of help make me make sure I don't miss anybody. So hello, Paula. Yeah. Yes, we're gonna have to curb it. We're gonna have to just make choices that are like, we ain't gonna be like that no more. I love that we get to celebrate. Get that filter and just keep drinking and giving thanks, baby. Bless it. Bless it. Reiki, baby. Bless it. I don't even do it. I just tell my mothers, y'all look, fix it. Y'all got a blanket, fix it. Ekaro, how are you, Ayoka? Welcome. Okay. Okay. Yes. Okay. So thank you, Felicia. Because there is actually a Paula. So I thought you were talking about Paulette, but I said, let me make sure. Okay, so Queens, let's just go on ahead and prepare ourselves. We're going to have a gratitude practice this morning. And it's going to be just noticing simple things like what we have been talking about. And just go on ahead and take this time to allow yourself to get quiet, settle into your seat, allow yourself to really maybe even just touch it a little bit, just becoming more and more present into this now moment. Noticing what it feels like to feel the seat that you're on. Allowing yourself to notice what it feels like to sit there. Just taking a deep breath in, slow, deep breath out, bringing your presence or your awareness more into the present moment. Allowing yourself to just feel yourself in your body. Taking note of any places that may feel tension. You can just take a deep breath in and exhale out. Maybe as you inhale, breathe into that tension. Exhale, slow, deep breath out. And something I want you to think about whenever we're practicing mindfulness, I just want to remind you that oftentimes when we become more mindful, we'll notice just how much our mind is racing or how many thoughts come and go. That is the nature of the human mind. And so you can just remind yourself that that's just what's going to happen. And just be curious. You can just let thoughts float like clouds. If we think about it, most of the time we see clouds, we don't actually think too much about them. We can feel the same way about all those thoughts that are floating there, and just inhaling and exhaling, just focusing on your breath. Maybe even placing your hand on your heart, bringing self-compassion. That's the one of the best attitudes you can bring into your mindfulness practice. And so what I want you to do is just start noticing something simple that you're experiencing right now. Maybe you can hear something. Maybe you are noticing the drink that you have this morning, and if it's warm and you're holding it, you can notice that. Maybe you have a blanket or a nice sweater on and you're noticing how that feels on your skin. Or it could just be the comfort of the chair, or the seat that you're on, the cushion. Or maybe just appreciating this simple moment of pausing in the middle of your busy day, in the middle of your busy life, to engage this practice. Just choosing one simple thing to notice in this moment. Allow it to fully absorb into your experience, letting appreciation and gratitude arise, and feel your body and mind. Appreciation for this one simple moment right now. Just reminding yourself, if your mind begins to race, just bringing your attention and your awareness back to your breath is always a good practice, but continuing to just bring your awareness to what you are grateful for. Now, I want you to reflect on someone who you don't know very well, maybe someone who has supported your experience today or recently. Could be someone who provided a service for you at the store, or you called someone on the phone, customer service, someone who has assisted you in some way. You could even be thinking of like the people who invent all of this technology that supports us, maybe the alarm that woke you this morning. Just reflecting on someone who you don't know but has supported you in some way. And allow yourself to feel how you benefited from the gift of their work. Just allowing yourself to feel some appreciation and gratitude. Now, thinking about the tools that you use to support your work in your life, such as your computer, your books, cars, trains, buses, maybe kitchen utensils. It's just so much technology that we use, so many tools. And I want you just to consider all that was needed for their creation. Even thinking about the buildings, the houses, apartments, townhomes, office buildings, all that was considered or needed for their creation. And knowing how much these things have benefited you for your work and your survival. And feeling appreciation and gratitude that you have access to these tools. We were talking about the water earlier and having plumbing. Some of us have relatives that did not have running water when they were growing up, and they're still alive. Now we have running water everywhere. And now let's feel gratitude for the people who you work and live with. Maybe you just want to think of one person in particular whose work or effort directly supports your work in life. Feeling gratitude, accepting their contribution, their good intention, and just say in your mind to them, thank you. Mhm. Now bring to mind someone who you really care about, someone who makes your heart sing in some way, and picture them in your mind. And just think about what this person means to you, what you appreciate about them, who they are, and what you've experienced together, and the impact that they've had on your life. And as you imagine them, notice what feelings you're experiencing. What sensations do you detect in your body? Especially those around your heart. And just allow yourself to express gratitude towards them, thanking them for being who they are and for their presence in your life. And imagine them receiving your gratitude, feeling it. Okay, bringing something to mind that you are, in particular, grateful for today. Something that's made a difference to you or that you noticed. It could be, Ocean Kimmy uh, and her accomplishment. And maybe you notice someone being kind to someone else. Just feeling the appreciation and gratitude you have for its presence in your day. And as you bring these things to mind for what you're grateful for, allow yourself to rest in this experience of gratitude for yourself. And when you cultivate this practice of gratitude, you may even find yourself able to be grateful for difficult or unpleasant experiences. If you like, bring to mind an experience in your life that might be a little challenging, but one for which you want to express thanks for this challenging situation. offering your appreciation. And just thank this challenge for what it may offer you. I heard one of my coaches say yesterday, we can be thankful for the medicine. What's the medicine in this challenge for you? Challenges bring medicine, and we can be grateful for that. Just taking a deep breath in, expanding this feeling of gratitude for your body, your mind, your emotions, your spirit, your soul. Gratitude for the simple fact of being alive in this moment. Mm. Appreciate the opportunity to pause and experience this practice of gratitude for all that you brought to mind during this practice, for all the countless gifts in your life. Say thank you. Thank you to all the people, to all that is around you and part of you, for all that you have experienced in your life, for all of this. Thank you. I posted yesterday on my social media that there's beauty in every facet of life, even the tragedies. We can say thank you. There will be medicine in it. We may not see it today, but eventually we can give thanks. We will give thanks eventually once we see it and understand it. And allowing the sense of gratitude to fill you completely as you breathe in and breathe out, settling your mind on your breath, inhaling again, feeling that gratitude, feeling alive and present in this moment. One more, finish with a full deep breath in and a long, slow, deep breath out. When you're ready, gently and slowly open your eyes, returning your awareness to right now. Man, that was nice. I've done that one before. It never gets old. Ah. Oh, I'm glad I brought it. Kat, I hope that was good for you. Hi, Laura. Love you. Good to see you, Queen. How are you? I guess I'm invoking all the Sag energy. Laura's a Sag, if I remember correctly. I know she's Leo too. Okay. Lisa Marie. Did I miss a Lisa Marie? Oh, she meant Laura Marie, I think. Oh, good. Okay. Beautiful. Okay. Yeah. Woo. It's got me feeling nice and full right there, baby. Nice and full. Oh, good, Cat. Yeah, it's interesting how squishy gratitude can make us feel. And it's so interesting. I just have been taking in so much here lately about healing and um, self compassion, and how the more we offer compassion to ourselves and are gentle on ourselves, the easier it is to navigate the, the trauma that we have in us, and are able to heal from it. And so, yeah, I just, I can't overstate. I kind of lost my train of thought, but I cannot overstate the importance of, oh yeah, this energy of softening down. I remember when I started the Manifestation Babe Academy back in 2020. And when we started, it was kind of like, where are you and what do you want from this program? And I said, I feel like there is a hardening that has happened to me, and I want it to soften down. And by the end of that program, because a lot of it is about doing things to like calm the nervous system down and to get emotional energy that's stuck either out completely, or at least get it so that we can have an energy flow. And there was even a big difference in how I looked, because they had us do the before, like do a before picture and then do a after. It was a video. And the before video, I looked like myself or whatever. I didn't look like, like I'm mad. I didn't have like a mad look on me, but it was definitely a very different look by the end of that program when I made my after video, where it was like I was just softer, and like everything on me looked softer. Okay, cool. Believe I was teaching dance and fitness. No, no, no. That was before the pandemic hit, because that was in February. That was when it was 4 weeks long, and we finished in February. So it was in 4 weeks' time. I looked totally different. I forgot about that. It's now like a 5-month program, but it was 4 weeks. It's something about this getting squishy and all of that. And you don't have to necessarily share it with everybody. There's this level of vulnerability that is very important, that we have with our own selves. And the more we're vulnerable, it helps us to trust ourselves. And then we're able to know who we can be vulnerable with and who we can't be vulnerable with. But we can't expect people just to be like, most people are emotionally, we got to grow up in this culture. Okay. We got to grow up. And so, but you want to at least give that to yourself, this energy of compassion and care, and don't beat yourself up, right? Don't beat yourself up so much. So that's what I love about this squishy feeling. And some of us are saying, I want A, I want A, I want A. Well, when we are like this, and even though on the outside we may look very soft, but on the inside, if we're like, you just doing this wrong, and why can't you get this right? Or I suck at this, or, no one's ever gonna want you, or I don't know, all the things that people say. But, I am hard on myself, like, man, you got to get this right. You just messing up. People are going to be talking about you, and here you are saying one thing, but you look another way, or whatever. I'm kind of thinking about my fitness days, and man, it did not work. I'm still working to undo all that. The more I'm like, girl, you got it going on. I'm proud of you. Like, yeah. Then I'm like, okay, the things I don't want to do, it becomes easier to do, which means that the more we love ourselves and the more we give ourselves compassion, and see that gratitude helps to bring it in. Like, I got people who are supporting me, or I have more than I think I have. I'm way more abundant, or whatever it is. It brings in that squishiness, and it brings in the energy of receptivity, so that some of us can't receive because we can't even see it to receive, because we're so busy beating up on ourselves. Some of us can't receive because we just never put ourselves in the posture of receptivity. We just keep ourselves so tense and like fearful. Whereas if we can just be like, girl, it's okay. We're going to just do our best and wait and see how this is. I'm willing to see how this can work in my favor. I don't see how it's going to work in my favor, but I'm willing to see how. These are the kinds of things that I talk about inside of the Spiritual Aspirant Initiation. We recently did a limiting beliefs workshop there. And so um, I have realized that we don't all the time have the vocabulary. And if somebody just shows us the proper way to think and feel and like how to work with our emotions and stuff like that, you just do it, right? It just becomes so much easier. So these are the kinds of things that I teach inside of the spiritual aspirant initiation. But yeah, just sort of actually that's what I think I'm going to focus on too a little bit during the Gemini retreat, because the Gemini retreat is about, or Gemini is about beliefs. So we're going to focus on this, the language. We're going to focus on how we speak and how we think that potentially can be blocking what you can receive. All right. So I want to just take a moment really quickly while I'm still in my flow. And I want y'all just to go on ahead and just take another deep breath. And I'm going to speak some words over you that was spoken by one of my coaches over me. And these words work like a charm. For those of you who go through my prosperity energy healing workshop, or it's really more of like a healing circle. It's not a workshop. It's a healing circle. I will share these kinds of things with you. I will speak these over your life to help clear anything that is blocking you. But for today, I wanted to do this. When I read it this morning, I was like, oh, I'm going to do this in the morning circle. Take a deep breath. And what I'm going to do is just speak some words over you that is about erasing whatever is there that is no longer serving you, is a block. That will allow you to be more open to receive that which you want and desire in your life. So just take a deep breath and receive these words. Let your soul receive these words, your subconscious mind. Everything that's contained in this story or energetic pattern or matrix and the events and the event or events at its origin and any other resonances, blocks, or residue associated with this, please clear them, delete them, transmute them, and destroy them across all time, space, dimensions, and realities. Everything that's contained in this story or energetic pattern or matrix and the events or and the event or events at its origin and any other resonances, blocks, or residue associated with this, please clear them, delete them, and transmute them, and de-story them across all time, space, dimensions, and realities. And together we say, thank you for this blessing. Thank you for this blessing. Thank you for this blessing. Take a deep breath in, release and let it go. And I want you to now tell yourself you are looking for proof that something beautiful and amazing and blessed is coming your way. And it will be the proof that you have been here today in this healing circle with me and the G Hive, that you did this work today. I want us to begin to look for the proof of the work that we're doing, because it helps us to understand what is it that I need to do differently? Or what is it that I'm missing that I need to do? Or what is it that I need to let go of? I don't need to do this anymore. We have to be spiritual scientists and test it. Okay, that's another. I'm going to connect this to Ma'at, the goddess Ma'at, who is like Sagittarius. Okay, so that's exciting. Let me take a sip. So any of the spiritual aspirants here, Laura Marie was in the very first, Laura Marie was in the very first SAI that I did. Sag Moon, that's right. Okay. Laura Marie was in the very first SAI. So that's one of your SAI sisters. Ooh, I feel that. I feel that. I feel what I just read to y'all. I feel that. Okay. Okay. So let's look at our happy pocket full of money, which is so Sagittarius. Yes. Hello, Naya Kia. Welcome, Queen. Glad you're here. Welcome. Okay, so Yellow Marie, we have several new SAI ladies. So exciting. Okay, so we're still working on language I cannot overstate the importance of language. The issue that we have as modern humans who have been raised up in a system that would love for us to completely and totally be controlled, but you can't control the human spirit, okay? Ultimately, the human spirit will seek to be free, trust and believe. So we don't know really how any of this works until we decide we're going to learn how all of this works. And so, but we do get the clues. I remember when I was little, sticks and stones may hurt my bones, but words may never, but your words will never break me or hurt me or whatever it is. I don't even remember that because it's like, no, that the devil is a lie. That is true when we feel good about ourselves. But how many of us were saying that because we really believed it? It was like, no, I'm like I guess it's sort of like a reversal. Like I've heard Oshun Kimmy say when she creates jewelry, sometimes she puts send it back energy. So that's kind of like send it back energy. But we all know words hurt like hell, right? Words are very important. In the spiritual aspirant Q&A that we had the other day, someone was bringing up Saraswati. Yes, one of the sisters was bringing up Saraswati. And I talked about how I was so fascinated when I first learned about the goddess Saraswati, because the Hindus say that they see, at least this is what I read, the language as a mystery. It is a sacred mystery. And I'm like, that is fascinating. No one ever really talked to me about the sacredness of language. Like, we can't really put our finger on why we can understand. Like, the universe was so ingenious to say, I'm going to imbue these humans with the ability to communicate with each other. And we got multiple languages. This is mind blowing. Like, even me thinking about it now, I'm like, this is mind blowing. Not only can we understand one another, we have multiple languages. Some people know multiple languages. Okay. So I do, now that I think about it, when we think about the 4 agreements, be impeccable with your word. And he even talks about like how people are speaking curses on one another, or how we tame ourselves, or how the power of the word, it really and truly is going to be dictating what's possible in our lives. And so why are we not having practices that focus more on our speech? What is that about? We have to have a practice where we notice the words. As Chris Rock would say, do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? I got to understand the words that are coming out of my mouth. Am I speaking power into my life, or am I speaking a curse? Am I going to self-bless, or am I going to self-curse? And so we have to really take that time to understand when we desire to manifest in our lives, it will be the words that are coming out of your mouth. But you also have to understand the subconscious mind. If you really want to manifest, you got to understand your subconscious mind. The subconscious mind thinks in pictures, sounds, and feelings. Am I taking time every day to tune in to my pictures, my sounds, and my feelings that are just all up here? This is why we do mindfulness. It's like, wait, I need to see what's there, because what is there? And he says it. Here, we'll just go right here. Matter is merely materialized thought. All right. What we think about, we are the sum total of our thoughts. And it's the pictures, sounds, and feelings. So all of this, we need to be like, the main practice that I believe in is awareness. What can I be aware of? What am I aware of? Am I aware of a thing that's helping me? Am I aware of a thing that's going to hurt me? We got to remember, this negativity bias will keep us aware, and we'll just be like, I got to stay aware. I got to make sure I can guard myself. We used to have this cat named Minka. Minka my sister-in-law found in Alabama. She brought Minka to Tennessee to give to Craig when Craig and I were moving out to Texas. Minka was the scariest cat, but he was scrappy, just like my husband can be. But Minka was the scariest cat looking. My sister-in-law said when she found him, he was like trying to guard all around him 360. And he always was just scary for the whole time we had. I don't know what happened to Minka. He was a black cat too, because that's the only kind of cat my husband likes, black. But yeah, that's us. We're Minka. We're just looking around. We have to become aware of that. Like, really, seriously, I'm sitting in my house and I'm terrified. Why? Sometimes it's like we get so used to, we get in such a mental habit of being afraid. When we feel calm, we don't feel right. It's like, now I got to manufacture something so I can get that fear feeling, right? But we have to remind ourselves, we got negativity bias. Some of us got trauma that makes us like, it's all about being safe. Okay, wait a minute. Let me just take a moment. Okay. In this moment, I'm good. I got to train my mind. It's brain training. Okay. It's subconscious mind training. This is one of the greatest things we can do, because it is this consciousness, this mind, this brain that actually makes us who and what we are as a species of human beings. Right. So we definitely want to be understanding that this is something that we'll have to revisit over and over and over. I first found this book back in like 2006. I've been studying this book since 2006. So yeah, that's what we're focused on right here, right now. All right. Hi, Aya. Uh-uh. Okay. 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 So let me go here and let's talk here. So we're starting here this week. There we go. See, I do not read this before. So I'm always a little bit surprised when I'm like, oh, that's what I was just saying. Do not let your mind dwell on dissatisfaction, even if you're now feeling dissatisfied. That only feeds the maintenance of the dissatisfying conditions. Change your attitude. Now, this is very sad right here. Change your attitude. Look at these conditions as perfect outcomes of your past thought. Now, I really like that. I really want y'all to think about that. You have to begin to change your understanding of who you are. I need to take a sip. I'm very, very thirsty. I've had so much output lately. I'm probably going to have to end soon. I had the mini readings go out, and I've got to do a lot of more readings than I typically do. So I'm noticing, I'm like, oh my gosh. Okay, let me take a deep breath. Okay. So look at these conditions. Oh, that's what I was saying. So you have to have a different understanding of who you are. If you look at yourself as a powerful creatrix, if you consider yourself, I am like a master creator. See, we just think we're masterfully creative if we're creating exactly what we want. Oh, yeah, I'm the best. We want to take credit for all the good, but we don't want to take credit for all the stuff that we are like, nah, this ain't for me. I don't like this. We don't want to take credit for that. But if you consider yourself to be a masterful creatrix, then I create everything. I'm so good, baby. I will create a scenario that I can't even stand. And then I'll get myself out of it. Because you remember how we talk about you are first cause. That just means equals you are first cause equals you are a powerful creatrix. But if you see yourself just as a human with limited abilities, then you may not think that you are powerful enough to create anything that you want, because it just seems like your life is crap. But if you begin to say, okay, wait a minute, Tirra says, I'm a powerful creatrix. I'm a powerful creatrix. Then You can say, yes, I did create this mess. I did that. It was so good. It's like, yes, if I trace it back, if we are that spiritual, Ma'atian scientists, and I trace back my thoughts, my pictures, the sounds that I, hear or what I'm hearing in my mind and my feelings, then exactly where I am is a reflection of that. And so what do we do? What I talked about earlier? Test, test, test. Tell the universe, show me just how powerful creatrix I am. I am now thinking. Now I'm not asking you to go from being at like creating crappy, I don't like this type of situations, to you got laptop on the beaches, or you just traveling and you're just living a blissed out life. I'm not asking you to do that. Just one click better. Okay, I have an issue with this person in my life, and I'm going to just not think about, every time I think about this person, it's just so crappy. I can't stand this person. Instead, what I'm going to think about is I just am going to be neutral. And if they do something I don't like, I'll just deal with it when it happens, but I'm not going to sit here and expect it. I'm not going to be waiting for it. I'm just going to tell myself, I'm just going to be present to the moment. And I'll give myself an opportunity. Maybe I'll take a deep breath, and then I'll figure out what to do with this person when they do whatever it is I don't like. Or, maybe it's something with your health, or maybe it's something with the work, the career, the job. Just give yourself an opportunity to think a different thought. You got to rehearse it. Go in your mind and rehearse it. When they come and they're getting on my nerves, I'm going to take a deep breath. I don't have any control over them, but I do have control over me. So I'm going to take my deep breath, and then I'll figure out what I need to do in that moment. And I just want to see how differently does it turn out. Even if it takes 5 minutes longer for that person, for you to lose it on that person than it did the last time. That's a win, sis. That's a win. Okay. We got to we got to be able to find the good and praise it. Come on, Alex Haley. Find the good and praise it. We're going to give thanks for every little micro step in the direction that we want our lives to go in. We give thanks for all the proof. Even write it down. Like today, it took 5 minutes longer for me to just lose it or to crumble, because sometimes we're not going off. Some of us collapse. It took 5 minutes longer for me to have that reaction that I really don't want. And then you'll notice it'll take 10 minutes longer. And then you'll just notice something is different. Something is different with your body. Something is different with the work, whatever it is that you're working on. Okay. So look at these conditions as perfect outcomes of your past thought, because you are just that powerful. An opportunity to recreate yourself anew and thank them for this gift. There's that gratitude. There's that gratitude. This is good. This is really good. Let me see what y'all are saying. Yes, you're right. You're so right, Jasmine. You have good memory, Jasmine. Yep, you're a big sis right now. You got a lot of little sisters in SAI. So this is what she says: return to sender. And this is what you can do. You can return stuff to sender. You don't have to own it. Somebody spews something out to you, you can return it back. You can just be like, oh no, that's about you. You having a bad day. Happy Wise Wednesday. I love that, Aya. I love that. I love cats so much. I really do. That's hilarious. I agree. Okay, let me see what Morgan says. That manufactured fear and other low vibrations is so real. Ooh, it's like phantom thoughts. I have even used that word, Jasmine. It's like a phantom thought up there. And I'm just like all in it. And I kind of laugh at myself now, because I'm like, girl, you all lost up in that. Get yourself over here and get this done, or go walk or something. Go do something more like fun or productive. They aren't real. I know they aren't real because my physical and spiritual body aren't aligned to those thoughts. Ooh, it's good that you noticed that too. We are aligned, Jasmine. We are aligned. Ah, that's beautiful. Stepping into my creatrix. I think you've been working on that too. Maybe that's somebody else I'm thinking about, but I think you've been working on that. Yep. Hello, Priestess Ellen. How are you? Love and blessings to you. Okay, I love this affirmation. I am a powerful creatrix, and I want us to own. I can create the best, and I can create the worst. But baby, it's all mine. It's all mine. You know how sometimes we think about somebody and we kind of like, oh my gosh, every time I'm out with this person, they just doing too much. And folks will just be like, what you gonna do with them? And we're just like, I don't know, but they my mess, right? This my beautiful mess right here. That's what I want us to be like with ourselves. I'm my own beautiful mess, and I love every little part of me. I do not care. I don't have to be perfect. I ain't trying to be perfect. I may be excellent, but I don't have to be perfect. To be flawed is to be human. To suffer is to be human. And so this is just a part of myself right now that, maybe I need to give a little extra TLC. Just, yeah, I'm a beautiful creatrix. I can create whatever identity I want. I maybe have created an identity that has me living in lack and limitation. That's how powerful I am. I live in an abundant universe. Abundance is the only real thing that this universe is made of. And I can close my eyes to the abundance. I can make up this storyline that I don't have enough. I don't have enough. That's how powerful we are. And when I decide I want more abundance, I can just decide. Creating a whole new identity and experience. I receive abundance. I got abundance. Abundance is my second nature. Everywhere I go, folks like, she's so abundant. Is your name Abundance? So that's how powerful we are. I am a powerful creatrix. Yes, you are. If it takes 5 minutes longer to lose it on that person, that's a win. Dang, I never thought about it for that way. Yay, still learning. I micro step my way all the time. There's this movie I love called Baby Steps. And what is his name? But anywho, you see him needing to go see his therapist, and his therapist goes away, and this man is too addicted to his therapist, and he just baby steps his way. This man was just too much. But yeah, I call it baby stepping. Every little step we take is a quantum step. Every step we take, especially if it's mindful and intentional, 5 minutes longer is quantum. And it might even be, if you really think about it, it might even be, I didn't even think I could go 5 minutes without going off on them when they do that. I didn't even think I could do it. That gives me proof. Oh my gosh, I went 5 minutes longer. Oh, I want more of this. And they might even try to amplify it. And I'm like, you just making me stronger. Okay. Actually, I need this to remember this, because there's somebody in my life who I'm like, oh my gosh. Hibiscus tea. Beautiful. Yes. Please, I beg of you. I beg of you. Oh, so good. I just love how the mothers are speaking, because I never really know what I'm going to say. It just flows. I am a Sag rising, and this moon was a doozy. Oh, I know this moon was a doozy for the Sagittarius, baby. This is just the right time, Sister Tyra. I rejoice for faith and harmony. I love that. You seem so Oshun to me. You just have these words that are just so, like, I love it when people have this way with words. I love it. I needed to hear this, priestess, just feel like crying. Oh, just trying to push myself to do better financially. Oh yeah. We have to remember, we're just experiencing a condition. That's one of the things I learned in this book. We are experiencing a condition, but that condition is not like It's not a truth. It's just a state that we're in. And we can change our state, we can change our conditions because we are powerful creators. That's what it so I've said to be flawed and to suffer is to be human, but to be abundantly creative is to be human. It is the foundation of this society, of the space-time continuum that we live in. And so we have the opportunity, no matter what the headlines say out there, because I have learned the more I, work on my business and listen to things about business, some of the most powerful businesses that we see out there were born during an economic downturn. So it's really about staying tuned into abundance, the abundance of the universe, the source and supply of what creates that which is unseen. This is biblical, baby. Y'all want me to go to the Bible? That which is unseen, or that which is seen, is made from the unseen. That's one of my favorite scriptures from the Bible. I'm like, see, they just trying to tell us that right now, like the Bible was telling us. So money doesn't come from work. Money doesn't come from someone giving it to you. Money is floating around us at all the time, because money is a symbol. That's one of the things he'll talk about later. Money is a symbol that represents an exchange of this flow of abundant energy, creative energy. In the Ifa tradition, we call it the Ashe. It's just Ashe is everywhere. Where is Ashe not? Where is abundance not? The great divine created all of this. Where the great divine is everywhere, present. That's why we want to be present. We want to get away from escapes and be present, because when we're present, that's when we are most in tune and aligned with the divine. And what is the divine? The omnipresence of the universe is like tuning in moment by moment through what you feel, what you're thinking, what you're seeing in your mind, what you're thinking, what you're looking at. All of this is tuning in. We talk about Big Brother, but that's the ultimate Big Brother right there, is the omnipresence of the universe. And it is like, what does she want? She gets whatever she wants. But we'll think, I'm not getting what I want. It's just because we haven't been properly taught how it all works. Or we still have some healing that we need to do that's going to get us aligned with it, because the stories that we tell ourselves that, as a result of the trauma that we have experienced, the stories that we tell ourselves will not allow us to let this in, because it may not feel safe. It's so opposite. It is actually the desire to be safe is so top of mind that it will create all kinds of walls and blocks or whatever to keep us just in that safe space. And then we're like, well, why can't I create what I want? Well, it's because we got to work on, okay, when I was a little girl and I saw whatever in my house or whatever happened to me, I learned to think, feel, see, believe this story about this is what I need to do to keep myself safe. And so now that I'm aware of that, I can do the work to heal it. That's part of the part of the human experience is we're going to have to learn how to heal and to release and to let go, so that we can now be clear and make some decisions about what it is that we want for our lives. Okay. But, there are people who you don't have to be 100% healed up, baby. Just get one click more healed and you're going to get more of what you want in your life. One click, it'll bring more. Because just like we talked about earlier, when you change the way you look at things, you used to think I couldn't make no money. Make a little bit more money. You're like, oh, wait a minute. Even if I fall back to making less money, I'm like, no, I make more money. I know it's possible. And I start going back, like, what did I do? Like, what was I thinking? What was I feeling? Oh, that's what it was. Okay. I'm willing to go work someplace where I feel like I don't deserve to be there. I'm just going to go do it. Cause now I'm like, oh, I got to taste some more. And so I'm willing to go on ahead and just one click more, baby. It might be $1. I don't care. Right? So it's a process. We have to be patient. That's what this moon was about, being patient, taking our time. And we have to be in it for the long haul. Because I am telling you, the subconscious mind, it's like, girl, you want me to change? I had a good thing going, and I have to tell myself, no, this is no longer good for me. Okay, I'm gonna need for you to do some changes up in this piece. And then we have to repeat it over and over and over and over. And there's other things that we have to do too, like, like the healing work and all that kind of good stuff. But eventually we start noticing I'm just getting more of what I want in my life. I just feel better more than I don't. I remember when that shift happened for me. I was just like every day working on my emotions, like, okay, I feel like I need, to have an emotional experience of anger. And so my kids would do something and I would say, oh my gosh, that was me getting my anger fix. And I would say, okay, there's this meditation called the Min-Ot meditation that I learned in the Metunetter. And it's about how the human part of ourselves, the subconscious mind will be like really bringing this experience so we can have it. We'll think, I hate being angry, but then we just notice we just keep having it. And the way we move past it is, it's kind of like, okay, just like I talked about the person who makes us angry, I am remaining neutral. That's how I like to say it. I'm not stuffing nothing. I'm just doing everything I can to be neutral. And in my mind, I'm going to play before it happens what it feels like to be neutral. I want to, get a taste of that. I want to see myself being neutral. I can see the person just acting up, but I'm training myself to be neutral. So then when it happens, we might go 5 minutes longer before we lose it. And then the next thing we know, it takes 10 minutes before we lose it, 20 minutes. And I just noticed the more I just was like, no, and I do my best to avoid no, but I'll just think, the only thing I'm focused on right now is I'm just taking some deep breaths and I'm remaining calm, cool, and collected. And it's kind of like a wave that'll rise and then it'll go down and then you'll notice it'll just pass on. And you're like, oh my gosh, I didn't lose it. Or it took longer for me to lose it. And you have to celebrate it. And what I noticed was there were just certain emotional states that used to be a constant companion with me. Depression was another one. It took longer for me to move past depression than anger. And then the next thing I know, I was like, oh, I feel good more than I feel bad. And so when I would feel bad, I'd be like, oh, no, 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 no. It felt painful at that point. Did not feel comfortable. It felt painful. So these are the kinds of practices. That's why I call it practical spirituality. This is the goddess-centered lifestyle for me, in my opinion. It's about practical lifestyle, ways of being that allow us to step fully into our power, whatever that looks like for you, whatever these practices look like for you. Okay. Okay. Let me see here. Yes. Really great point about time and quantum steps. Yes, yes, yes. Celebrate. Mm. Small changes make a big vibrational difference, and those vibes, there we go, travel through the generations to come. Epigenetics, Aya. And that's another way that we can shift our ancestral lineage. Even if it's just you and your lineage, that is really, really good. It will change the entire lineage. The divine is the one who keeps messing with me and these angel numbers. They have even used my caller ID to flash it at me. 747. I love that number. Release and letting go. So important. Working on that. Beautiful, Felicia. Beautiful. I can't stop making money now and I work less. Ashe. Oh. Oh, I love that. I get this 100%. It's a practice. And when we think about practice, practice makes perfect. When we watch somebody learn how to play the piano, they practice and they practice and they practice and they practice. And then one day they they just play so effortlessly, and it gets in their subconscious mind. It becomes body memory. So we want all of this to become body memory too. Yes, been doing that too. Now I understand my grandma telling me that I have to pick my battles. Yes. Not engaging in anything that puts me in a warrior mood. Yeah, be warrior for a cause that matters is what I tell people. Be a warrior is for a cause that matters. So this is the last one we're going to do right here. It's a nice little chunk, so let's get through it. Okay, the combination of intention, belief, and detachment enables you to move through life calmly, knowing that the universe always fulfills your intentions, but does so in the most appropriate fashion, using sequencing and intelligence beyond your comprehension. And this part right here is the um wow, omniscience. Okay. Life starts working out. You start smiling, marveling at how little all things seem to just work out for you. This is, y'all going to be telling me this more and more now that we're looking at this. Just watch this next week. When I come back next week, y'all going to say, something just really worked out for me that I didn't even know how this was going to work out. When you face a challenge or a problem, you can relax because you know that it is all part of your intended outcome and it will be solved for you. Even before the challenge or problem came up, it was pre-solved. And you have to sell yourself on that. So in metaphysics, how do I say this? All possibilities exist at once. And it's what you focus on that determines what you're going to experience. This is really something you're going to have to kind of sell yourself on. All possibilities exist right now. This is quantum mechanics. And so we have to tell ourselves, I know that the solution is there. That's what I would tell myself. Man, I needed to hear this one. I know the solution is there. And I'm going to keep myself focused on the solution is coming. The solution is coming. Okay. I know, and now the other part is the omnipotence, because we're gonna have to take some action. All right. Sometimes miracles happen, but my position is this, and I say this with a lot of love. I know sometimes my words can sound tough to people, but this is what has been given to me for my life. So I'm gonna share it with y'all. I'm into the Orisha tradition. We got our Orisha. My Orisha is Yemanja. And I'll never forget the day that I heard, why do I have to solve the problems that you created? Why can't you just use the wisdom that I teach you as Yemanja and solve it yourself? So I don't believe that. I believe in miracles. I believe I deserve miracles and I have experienced miracles. But I also accept the responsibilities that I am a powerful creatrix and I created some ish in my life. And so why should Yamaja come and clean up my ish? And I believe that the guides and the ancestors, they do a better job of helping us clean it up. First and foremost, when we decide, I'm cleaning this up. I'm not sitting in this mess no more. I'm gonna clean this up. Or maybe we didn't jump down into a pit. I know I jumped down here. Like I saw myself literally, and I was telling myself, girl, I know I'm getting ready to jump into this pit. Why am I not responsible for that? So I said, yes, I'm responsible for it. But Yemanja is giving me the wisdom. She is giving me the roadmap to get myself out of here. Astrology gives me the roadmap for getting myself out of this. It builds your muscle as a creatrix when we allow the universe to show us and understand it's pre-solved. And it's like, I'm just waiting to see it. So then I'll know what to do. Okay. So is only there to take you one step closer to your desired and intended outcome. Because sometimes when the problems come up, they're a reflection of we were taught something that is limiting. And so we just need to become aware of that story. It's not that you're not worthy of it. You have a story that's not allowing it. And this block is a reflection of that story. And so now, is the problem really that I don't have what I want? Or is it that I need to be looking at what is this story that I'm telling myself that would, create that block? Because we'll say things like, girl, I sabotaged myself. Well, it was for a reason. And we just need to figure out what that is. Once you look at what that self-sabotage is about, then you'll be like, oh, I can see. No wonder I was blocking it. It makes complete sense. Of course, if I think this, then it would not bring that in. Of course. So it's like, no need to beat yourself up. It's just, I'm aware of what's going on and I get to shift it. Okay. So yeah, with this approach to life, you will find your life working automatically for you based on your desires and intentions that back up with belief. And I've just been hearing so much about trauma informed, and I can see now why I have struggled with manifesting things is because of the lack of things being trauma informed. Because this is as my mama would say, the true truth, but it lacks being trauma informed. Because how many of us have been like, okay, this is what they're teaching, and we apply it as at least we think we're applying it, and it's like, well, why is this not showing up? Well, baby, it's not trauma informed. If people don't have a whole lot of blocks in them or maybe they know it's there, because I want y'all to understand, you do not have to be perfect to create great things. You already know that. I know for a fact you all can tell me you have proof of that in your life, right? You don't have to be perfect. You can be extremely flawed and you can still create something beautiful and great in your life, okay? But when we are just constantly like, why is my life not working out automatically for me? Like, okay, think this way, feel this way. What's going on? Baby, we got to get healed up, right? So grant yourself a lot of grace, a lot of self-compassion. As you practice this and get more confident and relaxed with this new way of living, old habits of fear and anxiety and frustration and failure will fall off gradually. I agree with that. And I have told y'all how I've done that in the past. I'm just going to underline it just to make it really stand out. And you will start succeeding faster and faster. And as you get better at it, you will become more aware and conscious of your whole self. The time between thought and physical manifestation will shrink. Ultimately, it can disappear altogether. And there have been people who have showed us that capability. So I'm going to put let's do a little pink. That way I know where to start next time. Yeah. And so I love this quote. It's a quote by, let's see here. It's a quote by Brene Brown. Comparison is the thief of all joy. Don't compare yourself to people who are manifesting so easily. They just have everything that they want. I know look, comparison has stolen a lot of my joy. All right. I'm so grateful for that quote, because when I start feeling myself comparing myself to other people, let's just be 100. Let's be honest. We actually don't know how happy other people are. I'm gonna be 100. You don't actually know. That person may be manifesting something that you want, but they may not be manifesting something that they really want. Okay. So that's the first thing to think. You don't actually know the full story. Secondly, what I want to offer to you to do instead is, when you see somebody has something that you want, I want you to use them as a model and study the person. What are they thinking? What do they value? What does their lifestyle look like? And then compare, so you can see, okay, where can I tweak my lifestyle? Especially if it's somebody who's manifesting it in a way, because a lot of people have manifested money. Most of us would not want to. We don't want that money. It's like, nah, this person, the way they act, I don't want that kind of money. You want to find somebody who is manifesting what you want, And you're like, no, I love their, like their vibe, their flow. Like it looks like our values are similar, those kinds of things. And then, you just start using them as a way to understand what is it that I need to do. Because a lot of us just see the outcome. They have what I want, right? But what they're manifesting is not as important to be jealous of at all. It's more about, let me look at what do they do? How do they think? What do they value? What are their habits? And then if you just take one at a time and master it, you're going to manifest what they have. I'm telling you right here, right now. And you can also use astrology to help you with these kinds of things also. Okay. This was so good. Okay. Okay, Queens, what I'm going to do is, before I get off, I'm going to pull a card from the African Goddess Rising deck. Oh, one more thing. I hope that you all will sign up for the Best Summer Ever bundle. If you came in late, go back and watch the beginning of the video, because I talked about how I've connected this to something you can use to, as a way to channel the Venus retrograde energy. You have until June 8th to sign up. And just to kind of give y'all some incentive, I have a class. Nobody has seen this class. Nobody. I created this class actually just for this bundle. And it's about retrogrades, which I think is a very, very important class. So please sign up. It doesn't cost anything to sign up for. It doesn't cost anything to sign up for it. But there's, health and wellness, personal finance, mindset, career, personal development, hobbies, home and family, as well as business tools, all free, from people who I know. I'm not going to say I met them in person, but I'm going to say I know them personally, virtually, because they're in a group with me. The link, well, I can drop this link here in the live stream. I don't know why I didn't do that earlier, but it is also in the description box of the video. And then I hope you all join me if y'all like today's, because I was like, oh, I know exactly what I'm going to do, which I know what I'm going to do, but I just have some more ideas for the Gemini. Yikes, yikes, yikes. The Gemini New Moon Retreat. Part of the way we keep ourselves centered and aligned is in the goddess-centered lifestyle, is we take time to retreat. We take time to get quiet, to inquire within. Another part of the goddess lifestyle is, like you can see here, is to be in community. Most people in Ocean Kimmy's life may not really get what she has achieved in becoming ordained. Celebrant, I think is what it is. But we do. And she was able to share that here and be celebrated. So this is the beauty of the sisterhood. I know the sisterhood has its problems, but in my retreats, we don't have no problems. We keep it nice and gentle and supportive and all that kind of good stuff. So this is going to be on the 15th. And the theme for this one is deepening presence, self-care for the mind, and opening to magic. So I hope that y'all join me there. And so let's get an oracle. So I am Yemoja. I always have to take a sip before I do a reading. No one taught me that. It's just something I intuited. So that's just an example of how you know yourself best. Work with yourself, queens. Work with yourself. Okay, let's see what she gave us. This is very, very interesting. I'm done. Mujaji. Manifestation. She is about manifestation. Mujaji is out of South Africa. Y'all, the spirits are with us. Everyone, y'all come back next week, even if you're a hashtag replay queen. And I want you to tell me what manifested for you over this next week. Because I'm speaking manifestation into our lives today. Something you want, could be material, could be an experience. So Mujaji, the goddess of manifestation, Balobedu, South Africa. And she comes from the group that is the conjurers, and her element is water. Goddess Mujaji is the hereditary reign queen of South Africa's Balobedu people, a matrilineal queendom. Mujaji's daughters dance to the frequency of rain, because a girl will get appointed Mujaji. They're Mujaji. There's a girl who is a Mujaji now in South Africa. You can look it up. So here's her guidance. Listen up, G-Hive. Showers of blessings are yours. You are a rainmaker, a master manifester. The universe is turning it up. Okay, mothers, I hear you. A shape shifter, an alchemist, a sorceress. Open your hands and heart. So this is what she says we need to do for embodiment. Make it rain. You are manifesting big. This has been a long time coming. You are co-creating with spirit. Match the energetic frequency, the ashe of your desire. You are magnetic, and like attracts like. Raise your vibration to align with the sacred. Close your eyes. See your blessings. Feel them in your bones. Ask, believe, act, allow, receive. And her goddess declaration. So outside of I'm a powerful creatrix that Jasmine gave to us today, here's what we're going to say today. Divine blessings flow to me so easily. Divine blessings flow to me so easily. That's just how I live. That's my new rule. That's what I want you to say. Like, I'm only available to, I'm giving y'all some words to use. I am only available to divine blessings flow to me so easily. And when you feel that little voice in your head say, no, they don't, say, girl, I'm just giving myself a chance to believe. I'm willing to believe divine blessings flow my way easily. I'm just willing to believe it. You know how we hear people, I'm just crazy like that. I'm just crazy to believe that divine blessings flow my way easily and believe it. Let's be crazy. All right. If that's crazy, I'm gonna be crazy. This is Jasmine's Oracle. And so it be. Thank you all so much for being here. This has been such a beautiful, beautiful circle. I look forward to connecting with you all next week and maybe even during the week, on a post or whatever I post on social media inside of the Inspired Goddess community. Yeah. This has been great. The Sag full moon is also about breakthroughs. So I pray that you've gotten a breakthrough. If not just today, then also at some point, may you get a breakthrough. Yes, please like the video. It helps the channel, and it helps to bring more sisters into the G-Hive with us. And it helps me to feel like the love too. I'm just gonna be 100. Okay, Venus in Leo. All right, queens. Thank you all so much. I appreciate you.